Hey Jason, I cannot believe you're a senior. I feel like just yesterday, me and you were new to the club, trying to meet new people, and now you're graduating and leaving and not going to be part of it anymore, which is scary because it comes by so fast. I think one of the great memories that I have with you in QQ was when me, you, and Emily LeBlanc were sitting during the 100 hours and just giving off the prize to everyone, and you just randomly, I don't know where it came from, you were just like, that reminds me of something like you would take to road trips, and me and Emily and you could not stop laughing for the rest of the meeting. I probably never laughed that hard since that moment. You're probably one of the funniest people we have in the club. Even if you don't say anything and you just sit there and you make this weird look on your face, everyone can't help it but laugh. Even when you say, congratulations on 100 hours, somehow we all just end up laughing. I think you were a great piece of the puzzle that we had at QQ. Your personality was great, especially in Crew's Nest, how you always helped out Frank or us when we weren't there, and you helped take care of our littles. Even though you might not have had a little, but you're a great aspect to us bigs and the littles. And I don't know what we're going to do without you next year, because I know all of our littles loved you, especially when we weren't there and you helped out. And without you at Crew's Nest, I don't know what we would do. You've always been a great help and a great friend to me and to everyone else in the club. And I'm really going to miss you next year, but good luck in college. Bye, Jason.
Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. You're graduating. You're going to college. You're not going to be here next year. I've known you the duration of how long we've been volunteering, but it's so weird that you're not going to be here with us on the bus on Saturdays or at Tuesday meetings. Those are like my favorite parts. But I remember the first time we really talked. We were going somewhere and we were at the Kmart parking lot. We got there early and we were all sitting in Frank's car, you, me, and Jason, and we didn't know each other, so we were just like sitting there really awkwardly and like just like looking around like. And then I think you sparked up a conversation, and then we all started to talk. And from then on, we just like every Saturday you'd ask me how I was or how my week was, and like I'm really shy, so I wouldn't even start a conversation, but you were the one who always prompted me, and like from then on we became close. We Snapchat like every day. We talk, and it's nice to know someone that you'd become close with. I didn't think I'd become close with anyone volunteering because I don't really get out of my shell, but you helped me with that, and you're really nice to everybody, and it's a really nice quality to see in someone, especially with your little. Like, you guys are really close. Whenever he gets on the bus on Saturdays, you guys sit together and you guys are in your own little corner. And it's really nice to see someone who can, like, talk to their little and, like, be close with them. It's something to look up to. You're a really nice person, and I always, like, look up to be, like, someone like you. You're always happy and positive. It's, like, really great qualities that I always see in you. I just hope that when you go off to college, you'll definitely come back for all the alumni events and everything. Like, you have to. I'm just saying, you have to. And I know you'll be amazing in college because just your personality, you just pushed through anything, any challenges you had. I know you had a hard time, like, dealing with college. You were stressed out and stuff, but you pushed through, and now you're graduating and going off. And just keep praying and like hoping for the best because I know you'll do amazing. And I loves you.
Hey Nikita, so for the past 4 years, you have been one of the most committed and dedicated members part of Quixote Quest. So last year when Middlesex and Mercer combined, I was really happy because that gave me the opportunity to learn more about you and also to just develop a really great friendship over the past 2 years. So one of the most evident things about your personality is just your love and drive for music. And I think it was really evident last year when you performed at the coffee house. Performing is not something everyone's comfortable doing, but I think it was just great that you took what you love to do and that you just helped out because that's what really made the concert a huge success. And in general, you're always just giving it your all, seizing the moment, every activity that we do. Even at the GSPs, you always have like a great positive attitude, even with the littles at Cruise Nest and even at the meetings when we do all these crazy activities. In general, like I just love talking to you. You're always so kind. You're smart, and I think you give good advice, even just everywhere, from the meetings, at the bus rides. So overall, I'm really going to miss you next year, but I know you're going to do really well in college, so just good luck in everything that you take on in the future. I know whatever you do, you're going to be really successful. And overall, just congratulations on everything so far, and good luck with everything. I know you're going to do great.
Oh my gosh, I am going to miss you so much next year. It's not even funny. There are no words to describe just how much I'm going to miss seeing you and your tiny self every week. I cannot imagine going on the bus rides without you to Cruise Nest, and I can't imagine coming to meetings and not seeing you. You have played such an important role in my year in Quixote Quest and a ton of other people's too, that like without you, we're really gonna miss you. Honestly, you're one of the most important and impactful like bigs in Cruise Nest this year, because unlike the rest of us who spend most of our time mentoring just like one little, you catered to every single little's needs. You knew what they needed. You helped them in whatever they needed. Um, you were the backbone of Cruise Nest, honestly, and you were the reason it was able to go so smoothly this year. And I mean, those who don't do Cruise Nest but see you at all the meetings know you as this tiny girl with this ginormous personality. Is there's anyone who you have to talk about like TV shows, you're the person to go to. If there's anyone who has to like obsess over Chick-fil-A, you're the person to go to. And if there's anyone who you had to send ugly Snapchats to, you're the person. Honestly, for me, you literally changed my life for the better and changed my whole perspective of Quixote Quest this year. You're one of the easiest people to talk to. You're so adorable and so sweet and can put a smile on any person's face. You introduced me to One Tree Hill and got me restarted on Gossip Girl. You're as sassy as Blair, yet as sweet as Serena, and as creative as like early Jenny. Not when she got like weird, but like early Jenny. And you're as sexy as Nate Archibald. Okay, that was really bad. I'm so sorry. Okay, but Quixote Quest and Cruise Nest are going to be so different without you and your infectious laugh that can fill up a whole room. Oh my gosh. And your never-ending patience, and you're just one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Honestly, I hope Maryland knows what's coming to them, because even though I want to keep you with me forever, and I know everyone else wants to keep you with them in Quixote Quest, like with staying with us forever, Maryland is going to be getting like a real treasure. And every single person at Quixote Quest will miss you so much. Have an amazing time in Loyola, and remember to visit. Love you. Haley, I really admired you ever since I first got to know you at the overnight at Sam's Steps house last year, where we talked for hours throughout the night. And I really got to know how dedicated and balanced and well-rounded that you are. And I've always admired the way that you were able to balance your extracurriculars and your passion for theater with your work in QQ. And even though your little James is a handful, you have managed to do such a great job with him and the way that he interacts with people. I think you have really made a big difference in the way that his behavior is now ever since you started to work with him. And we can always depend on you to do whatever we need in QQ. No matter what optional event there is, we can always count on you to be there. And you've always been such a great asset to the club. You've always been a unifier, and no matter what we need you to do, you can fill any hat. And that's another thing that we really admire about you. We're really going to miss you next year, and we hope that you're going to visit, but you've been doing a great job, and you've been such a great member of the crew. So we love you lots, and have a good time in college.
Hey Ryan, I think it's safe to say you've had more of an impact on me than anyone I've ever met in QQ. It's going to be really hard to see you go this year. You've not only made an impression on me, but on the club as a whole, and the void you leave can't ever be filled. The reason for that being, you probably have the most unique personality of anyone I've met. Due to the fact, on the surface, you seem like this fiercely competitive athlete and jokester who doesn't really have a care in the world. But then there's a completely other side, which comes out during scarfings, in which you're incredibly genuine and thoughtful, and I think everyone would agree that you give the best scarfing gifts ever. Not to mention, it's easy to see during those times how analytical you are and how much you read and understand people without much direct interaction. Thanksgivings are never going to be the same, and now we don't have someone to consistently bring us the Quaff Award every single year. But all things aside, I think you're one of the most cerebral people I've ever met. And I actually read somewhere that emotional intelligence is the key to success, and I think you're one of, if not the most emotionally intelligent people I've ever met. And I consider you one of the greatest to enter the group, and for good reason. Keep doing what you're doing, man. I know you're destined for great things.
Hi, James. First of all, point out the obvious. Congrats on getting into Princeton. I know all of us are incredibly jealous. I am very jealous, but I'm also happy for you because you've worked your butt off to get there and you deserve it. And to be honest, you are probably the poster child of QQ. Frank and all of us adore you because you're so good with all the kids and you love being there, you love volunteering, you love what you do there, and you really help everybody out. Like, if I need help with a craft, you'll step in and you'll help me, and you'll like get all the kids that are jumping around like all nice and quiet, because I am terrible at that. They don't listen to me. They always listen to you, and me and Chris like greatly appreciate that. And also you're just like the type of person that genuinely like cares about all the people around him. Like, I remember one time after you got into Princeton, you were talking about how you wanted to do business, and I was like, same. And I was like, I might go to Rutgers and blah, blah, blah. And you pulled up this pic on your phone of you and all your friends, I guess. And, you pointed out this one kid and you were like, yeah, he's going. And I was like, oh, cool, I might see him. And then you proceeded to tell me everybody else, their names, like what they were good at. And like, you just thoroughly, like, you just care about the people around you and your friends, and I think that's amazing. And good job at QQ. You're probably one of the best here. You are one of the best here, obviously, you know that. And yeah, good luck at Princeton. I'll see you there.